And let's do the, oh, that ain't work again. So we're going to just record. All right. Here we go. All of these screens I have to have open. But we're up. All right, it's 10:02. Let's get started. Happy Monday, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your, Jay, if you can let everybody in the room for me as they come in. Welcome to your Monday sales huddle, your Motto Mortgage Monday sales huddle. Mindset, new money. Hey, Miss Kayo, new money and market update. And market updates. Good to see everyone coming in the room. Listen, I love to see it. That lets me know you're up. That lets me know you're working. It's time to work. It's time to get to this mindset. It's time to get to market updates so that we can get after some new money. Just a reminder that we're here every Monday at 10 a.m. I was saying, I know we had a couple little technical difficulties this morning with, I guess, the reminders going out and people getting the links, but you guys know, listen, no excuses, no excuses. You know how to find where you're supposed to be, right? Yeah, that's right, Yolanda. If it meant enough to you, you know how to find where you need to get. And that's really just, honestly, that's just the gist, right? Of what it takes. You guys are all, I remind you every week, you guys are CEOs. You are the CEOs of your very own real estate company. And guess what? When you either find a way or you make a way. You have to either find a way or make a way. And things are not necessarily even always going to go exactly as you plan, but you need to find a way or make a way, right? That's your responsibility. So again, I mentioned to you guys before, mark your calendars. Make sure you know every Monday morning at 10 a.m. we're here, right? You guys know who I am. My contact information is there. Y'all know who I am. Listen, so let's get into it. Just as a reminder, tap in. We're here for just from 10 to 10:30. During this time, use this as your opportunity that if you never, ever throughout the week, take the time to just stop and focus in on, again, mindset, market updates, and new money. Make sure you do it during this 30-minute period, because I assure you, I tell you guys all the time, regardless of, you could have just had a closing this morning. You could have been up at 8:30, closed. And I know even Melissa last week was, Marissa was at the closing table, tapped into this call. She was here in the office at the closing table, but tapped into the call. And that's what I'm talking about. On to the next, listen, the next dollar, the next dime. You guys heard the sound come in the background? That was the closer, because she was here at the closing table, tapping into new money, a new mindset for the week, and the market update. So congratulations to you, Marissa, again, for just doing all the things. So just as a reminder, block out this time, turn off all distractions and take notes, because I assure you, if you guys are anything like me, you are going to have revelations. You're going to have ideas that come to you while you are on this call. So I want you guys to make sure that you don't miss those. Don't miss those. Always carry a notebook. Always use the notes section in your phone. Don't miss the opportunity to jot down an idea, because you never know when it's going to come to you. With that being said, let's get into this mindset shift. The idea for this morning is consistency compounds. Consistency compounds. There's a book that came out years ago. I'm sure many of you probably heard of it. It's called The Compound Effect. The theory and the gist behind the compound effect is the idea that small actions consistently taken over time will yield better results and more long-standing results than big actions taken in a small amount of time. Now, there's something to be said about, like we say, deep cleans and those types of things. Like we go to the dentist twice a year for a deep clean, but that's not going to do anything for you if you don't brush your teeth every day. That's the consistent action that allows the deep clean to support your hygiene, your dental hygiene. Working out. The consistency in it is every day, making sure that we walk, drink water, not pile up on sweets and sugars and sodas. Everybody's thing is different. That's better than us going on a 7-day fast or we go detox. We go on a detox and we know we just tore it up, right? When people start saying, oh, I need to go on a detox, that means they just crashed and burned for a long period of time. Let's admit it, right? That's when we start hearing about, oh, I need a detox, because you just tore it up for about a whole quarter, for about a whole 90 days. You just fell off the wagon, right? But if we had just stayed consistent with a small action, it would have given us better results and more long-standing results than if we just detoxed and we just had to start everything all over, right? So likewise, even with our businesses, when we don't consistently do the things that we know we need to do, and we have to go hard, it turns into a sprint versus a marathon. That's when we burn out. We hate life. We hate our business. We just want to give up. But if we remind ourselves that consistency, we don't see these small changes. We think, oh, it's not doing anything, until we look back and see, oh, all of a sudden you look back and you're like, oh, Jesus, I went from 5 pounds overweight to 10 pounds overweight in 90 days, because you didn't see it until you look back, right? And then you look back and you go like, oh man, I went from, I didn't hit my income goals, because for a whole 90 days, I went from prospecting 5 days a week to 3 days a week to 2 days a week to once a week to sporadically. Consistency compounds. You guys, I know you've heard of it. You're in the financial space. Compound interest. That's when they just take this and they lump on that, okay? Then we take that at the end and we lump on that and we lump on that. We lump interest on top of that. And all of a sudden, the amount of interest that you paid on the money that you borrowed, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Or let's use the better example, the more positive example, when it's savings. Whew, compound interest on savings does the same thing. It lumps up to bigger and bigger and bigger savings just by a small bit, just a small bit each month now has rendered you a large savings. So with your business, because of course we gather here each Monday morning because we're really, at the end of the day, everything we take from this call, we want it to definitely impact us personally so that it can then impact us professionally in our businesses. So this morning, the first thing I suggest, for consistency's sake, be on this call every week. Commit to that at least consistently. And I promise you, if you at least be on this call consistently, it is going to trickle down into your other areas of your life, right? Time blocking. Consistency compounds. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is, you guys know, most of you know who follow me and who hear me communicate. I mentioned it last week. You guys know I'm doing 75 hard. Today is what, day 23? That thing has changed my life. It is small tasks, but they must be done consistently. I laugh because I say I'm probably gonna need therapy halfway through this, because it is making me totally rethink my life and what I have done up until this point, because you're being very intentional. At the end of the day, one of the things about 75 hard is the intentionality that you must invoke to accomplish the 5 tasks each day. You must be very intentional. You must be very intentional about your time. And so consistency compounds. And so last thing I'll tell you guys with that, Like even with 75 hard, we don't do like crazy workouts every day. And even with the diet plan, they're not asking you to just completely do anything crazy, go completely, vegetarian or vegan. It's just a small change, but you will see the results. So today, look at where you need to become more consistent. Again, don't overhaul. Don't just throw everything out of your refrigerator. Don't just take everything off your schedule, but you say, where can I be more consistent? And again, celebrate that you completed the task, because I assure you the task will tie to the outcome that you're looking for. Don't look for, 10 pounds in 1 week, because that means you did a detox. And that you can't maintain that. You cannot maintain a detox lifestyle. That's not healthy. And these huge sprints that we do in our business to make up for not being consistent, you can't maintain that. And that is not healthy. It's not healthy for you to just go hard with prospecting because you didn't consistently do it, right? So consistency compounds. Look at your schedule again. Where am I not being consistent? Where can I build in small habits every day? Or even just a pattern, just a consistent cadence. Some things may not have to happen every day, but where's the consistent cadence that it needs to happen? And then you commit to it. And I assure you, you will see results, because consistency definitely compounds. All right. All right. Let's get into our market update. I know you guys want to always, there's something you want to know. And the first thing we always talk about before we get into the update on the balance of hometown heroes, I want to remind everyone. I've said this on various different training calls. I want to reframe specifically in this market what your conversation needs to be about in order to attract business. What is the issue du jour? This is always a lot of people's hurdle, but it's definitely the hurdle in this market, because the media, again, is telling everybody that interest rates are crazy. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Don't go now. You can't afford it. You guys have to be at the forefront of this. And I always tell you guys, you must master marketing money. Because what's the biggest hurdle what's one of the biggest hurdles to purchasing real estate? Money. Oh, and by the way, it's not even always inventory, because guess what? If you have money, you can outbid everyone else for that property. Hello, somebody. Is true or true? True or true. That's what it is. That's the definition of market value. What somebody is ready, willing, and able to pay for a property. So a lot of people, when we say there's an inventory issue, there's an inventory issue, but the inventory issue is because there's like 50 people that can afford 300,000. Okay. There's about another 50 people that can afford 750. But where's that? You start edging other people out when you have money, right? That's what the whole auction is about. So I need you guys to learn more about money, because that's what's going to get your clients off the fence. Those that are watching you and seeing you at the closing table, they're like, but they say I can't afford it, but they say I shouldn't. So you guys have to learn how to market money. I promise you, if you learn how to market money, all of your phone will ring off the hook, because that's why nobody's moving. Everyone understands that real estate is the way to build wealth. Everyone understands that, but they don't understand, how do I afford to purchase it? So if you learn how to market how they can afford to purchase it, your phone rings off the hook. I promise you. So everyone wants to know, last week we were at 60 million. This week, $50 million is now, we're now halfway there, is available in down payment assistance. We're down 10 million in 1 week. We were down 11 million the week before. So what is that telling you guys? We're about 5 weeks out. We're about 5 weeks out from not talking about Florida hometown heroes anymore unless that kitty is replenished. For some of you, this is very important, again, because you have clients. I don't like to use the term customers. I know they teach you in real estate school to call them customers, but you have clients, you care about these people, right? You have clients that you believe can benefit from this program. You have clients that have heard about this program and they would like to participate in this program. They have about 5 weeks max. At the rate that we're going, they have about 5 weeks max to get their allocation of the Florida Hometown Heroes program. And again, to put it into perspective, this is the entire state of Florida. This is not just South Florida, right, where we're doing business. This is the entire state of Florida. And this is not just your first responders. This is every full-time employee in Florida that, obviously the requirements, Florida employee, Florida company, et cetera, and so forth. But remember, the eligibility has opened up tremendously. So again, anyone you know that you believe qualifies for Florida Hometown Heroes, or they have come to you and said, I would like to purchase using this program, reach back out. You're marketing money and you are telling them their window of opportunity is closing. Okay, so that's on the down payment assistance front with Hometown Heroes. Who else? When we talk about marketing money, what other loan products should you be talking about? What other loan products are there available to market? Guys, no one is talking about investor loans. And I'm surprised when I talk to realtors about this, they stare at me like a deer in headlights. They've never even heard of it. They're very much not familiar with investor loans. And it's not rocket science. It's just, again, I need you guys to learn more so you can earn more, become familiar with it. Turn them over to the experts. Turn them over to the experts. Turn them over to your lending team. Turn them over to us to have the conversation, but tee them up. Get them on your phones. Red alert. Your prior buyers are potential new investors. So while a lot of us are scrambling to get new buyers to the table, your buyers, those that purchased in 2020, 21, maybe even 22 with the low interest rate, and they're sitting pretty and they're like, I'm not selling. Great, don't sell, but you probably have some equity. Hello, that will allow you to become a new investor. You guys know that a lot of people are not moving. They're not selling. You're talking about the inventory. They're not selling because they're getting decent rental rates. Oh, and by the way, not even long-term rentals. These are Airbnbs. The statistic is that that property owners, and this is true, we have 6 of them. If you rent your property out on Airbnb 4 weekends, just 4 weekends, that's 8 to 9 days on average. You have covered your mortgage payment for the month. Did y'all know that? It's true. I did a home buyers workshop 2 weeks ago, and a realtor, she had just purchased a property in Georgia, like us, and she's like, oh yeah, me too. Mine, I rented out. She said, I'm cash flowing already. Easy. And I only rent it out on the weekends. I cash flow. This is why you're not seeing a lot of inventory, because sellers really don't have to sell. Those that are savvy enough, they don't really have to sell, right? So your prior buyers are new investors. Did you know that? They don't know that. You're going to tell them that, right? There are investor loans for real estate investors up to $2 million that can be used to finance up to 20 properties by using the property's monthly rental income to qualify. So you have a buyer. You say, hey, Mr. Such and such, not even a buyer. You say such and such, Mr. Owner, Mr. COVID buyer, now, happy owner, sitting at 2.2% interest rate. Great. Let's look at how much your property may have increased in value. Maybe they want to tap into that equity to make a purchase for the down payment costs for the investment property. Maybe they don't need to. Maybe they don't need to. But if they wanted to, they could easily tap into the equity of that property, but depending upon if they have that. Some of them do, a good amount do. And again, they have these these low interest rates. Take that money and purchase an investment property. Now, how are they purchasing this investment property? Again, we are going to qualify the property based upon the property's monthly rental income. This investor loan is not solely based on the investor's income. The game has completely changed. We have a completely different qualifying matrix now. When they purchased the home that they're living in, we looked at their income. We looked at all of their resources to ensure that they could cover the mortgage payment. When they go to invest in real estate using the investor loans that we offer, we are now looking at the property to see whether or not the revenue from the property will cover the mortgage payment. Oh, and by the way, again, some can borrow using these investor loans for up to 20 properties. Do you guys look amazing now, or do you look amazing? Do you now look like professional real estate advisors, or do you now look like professional real estate advisors? But you won't know this if you don't learn the products that are available. Go market money, guys. Don't just sit. I don't know about you, but I'm not just sitting waiting for the new buyer. That's an income stream. That's a clientele to service. But again, what about your prior buyers that are right now owners, potential sellers later on, but not right now because they're not looking to move in this market, right? They have a nice interest rate. They have equity in their property. You need to have a conversation with them about now becoming an investor. So what are we going to do with this information? Because remember, every time we come together, not just your mindset, we're going after new money. So let's go after new money. When you go marketing, here's some ideas. Come up with your own captions, but here's some ideas. Put this on a social media post. Go live. Text it out. Put it in a drip campaign to your CRM. 4 reasons to invest in real estate. See, your buyers thought I purchased, I got a good price, I got an interest rate, now I'm sitting pretty. But you guys are the professionals, right? Steady cash flow. Who doesn't want steady cash flow? Investors receive monthly rental income. That's steady cash flow, right? Here's another talking point. Long-term security. We know that real estate is a long-term investment, meaning you can hold it for several years as you wait for it to appreciate. And we all know it doesn't take long for real estate to appreciate. We all know that your investment in real estate is going to appreciate at a higher rate than stocks, many other investment options, right? The only difference between stocks and real estate is the liquidity. You can easily sell stocks and get your cash out. Real estate take a little bit longer. But that's different investment strategies. But that's long-term security, right? They can park that money there for a long-term investment. Tax advantages, we know that. Investing in real estate comes with tax benefits. Your buyers, your current owners, soon to be investors, will be able to deduct the costs associated with owning that investment property and include their property taxes. Oh, by the way, they're renting this property. Say they purchase it and they want to do it as an Airbnb. Furniture, write-off, that's a business. All the costs associated with that property now becomes a write-off because they're operating that property as a business. Come on, guys, let's tap in. Let's remember, let's not think single stream. Let's not just think transactional. Let's be real estate advisors. And we're all business owners. So we're advising, giving them the idea. Now, obviously, they're going to speak to their CPA, but that's a business expense, right? So tax advantages. And then obviously, lastly, passive income. We know that investment properties generate the much desired passive income that you don't have to work for every day. Most of your prior buyers, they were what? W-2 employees. They went to work every day, right? If they didn't work, they didn't eat. How amazing do you look to introduce your prior clients, your past clients, to an opportunity for financial freedom? A lifestyle of passive income, because you explain to them, I'm not going to rush you to sell. Yeah, you got a very good interest rate. Got a great property. You're building equity. But how about now, since you have your primary residence secured, we look at getting you now into becoming an investor and gaining cash flow from monthly income, long-term security. Oh, by the way, tax benefits from your investment, and of course, passive income that hopefully, if we strategically do this well enough, can replace your W-2 income, right? If we give it time. All right. So get out there, market money, market money, market money, create. Guys, you guys got to create a demand, create demand, create a reason to have a conversation with you, right? Upcoming classes in August. We see here this Thursday, clear to close. Purchase mortgages and the lending process for realtors. We're going to go a little bit deeper into some of these loan products. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the lending process. Again, we're going to really talk about this marketing money. I assure you, I do this all day, guys. This is all I do all day is talk to potential buyers, potential investors, right? I'm trying to remember a text message that a realtor sent me asking a question about an investment loan. And I said, none. We're looking at the income on the property. So again, I'm seeing more and more and more, there's a need for, guys, don't stay pigeonholed. Again, you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to know how to underwrite these loans. You just need to know, oh, my clientele needs to know this. They're not going to come to you until they feel like they can afford it. You're going to tell them how they can afford it. All right. So that's our upcoming schedule for August training. Yes, they are on Thursdays now. They are on Thursdays now. Our classes are no longer on Tuesdays. They are on Thursdays. Our huddles, even these classes have replaced our Thursday huddles. And then we will do our sales huddle, our sales meeting huddle on Mondays. So now update your calendars. Your schedule is Monday and Thursday, because Ray Cole is in training on Tuesdays and Wednesdays herself. I have my own classes, my own coaching that I attend on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So your schedule, Monday, 10 o'clock, get in here, 30 minutes, mindset, market updates, where are we going to get new money for the week? And then on Thursday will be your your class trainings. And throughout the week, we may sprinkle in some classes. I actually have to do a class in August that's not here on the calendar for the board about representing buyers, talking about what's going on with this buyer's commission, buyer's agent commission. So we need to have a conversation about that. So you guys will have that once I confirm a date with them today. They asked me to place that on my calendar, but again, Mondays and Thursdays. All right. Any questions, you guys know to reach out to me. You have my contact information. That is my email address at Motto. If there's nothing else, it's 10:30. I'll see you guys next Monday. Go get some money, and I'll see you at the closing table. You're welcome. Good to see everybody. Go get the monies. I'm glad, Flo. Good to see you. Bye, guys. You're welcome, Crystal.